But we are going to talk a little bit about Marvel here. Oh, thwip, swing, swing. Okay, so generally speaking, we try to talk about the things we enjoy, right? But I do want to sort of talk about something that maybe I get a little annoyed by.
He's going to rant.
Incoming rant. It's not a rant. It's more of an open discussion here.
Okay.
With just the you and I.
Just a you.
So there's a lot of rumored leaks and some official announcements surrounding Marvel Studios, the MCU, specifically with two movies that we're going to be talking about today: Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day. But let's talk about Doomsday first, because I feel like this is the one that's going to really grind my gears. Not the movie itself. I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday. I was excited when they announced it. Hell, I was even excited that they announced Robert Downey Jr. I don't care, because I'm one of those people. I want to experience it for what they show us. Okay? I'm not all bent out of shape in trying to figure out, how are they going to have Robert Downey Jr. in this? I'm intrigued by it.
I was going to say,
that's pretty much all I need.
I'm not mad. I'm intrigued and withholding my critique until after I see what they do.
Right, because there's been no announcement on whether or not he's going to be a Tony Stark variant. If he's going to be playing a Victor Von Doom, which is what they announced him as. So he may not even look like himself. I mean, we've seen him take on roles, especially in Oppenheimer, where he's not looking that much like himself. So whatever.
Tropic Thunder.
He's going to be in a mask half the time.
Right.
So Tropic Thunder.
He didn't look like himself then.
Oh my God. They're like that. You know how crazy that would drive people if never mind. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to speak that into existence.
I know where you were going, and driving people crazy. That's not even the half of it, but hurricane update.
So what happened? What are we doing?
I forgot you can see my screen now. I got a hurricane update, and I was just trying to see. I don't think it's gonna.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's going near us.
So for those, obviously, there's no way y'all would know. We got this new fancy little setup here. You see those of you familiar with the channel, my camera's in a different spot.
My camera's in a different spot too, so maybe you did notice.
We've got dual monitors now, so we're getting official as whistle over here.
Yeah, before when we would record anything for the past 5 years, John had no clue. He couldn't see, so he would always ask me is my hair okay? Can you see my water bottle? And this
right.
I was the director, truly. So now we have this setup where I can duplicate the screen. So now he can actually see it. So he saw me look up the.
Yeah, I saw that. I
just had a brief moment where I needed to look up this hurricane. I'm getting weather alerts on the start menu. So.
But anyway, I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent there about Robert Downey Jr. But this is actually more about the question I pose here. Are we about to experience a second Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness level of fan speculation and ultimately disappointment? Because I'm sure all of you remember when in the months leading up to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, there was rumor after rumor after rumor after rumor about all these different variants and what actors are coming back. And they were talking about everyone from Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man to Tom Cruise as an Iron Man variant and everyone in between. And then when none of those things happened, listen, you're allowed to not like Multiverse of Madness for any number of reasons. Personally, I didn't think it was bad. However, I can understand the annoyance maybe on how they used Wanda a little bit and how, it tied up WandaVision in the very loosest of terms. I get that. I can get the annoyance with that. And I agree with it, actually. But as a whole, I did enjoy the movie for what it was. But I remember there being a lot of complaining afterward that, they said we thought this was going to hit. This is what fans wanted. It's okay, well, I don't think we can blame Marvel for fans wildly speculating everyone and then not getting anything, and then you being mad about it. That's not how that works.
We did get, if I recall, a lot of people.
Yeah.
We got John Krasinski's fucking Reed Richards.
Yeah. And that's been a fan casting for years.
Yeah, you guys are lucky that you got that. You got freaking Xavier.
Yeah. We had Patrick Stewart back as Professor X.
So shut the hell up. Okay, well, here's my thing. There's, again, like you said, you can be legitimately disappointed in there are legitimate criticisms. Sure. You can't be upset that the thing that you made up in your head didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that would have been cool. But you can be like, this movie's ass because my headcanon that I came up with at 3:30 a.m. last night didn't even happen.
Right.
Girl.
So a few months ago, Marvel Studios did this hours-long live stream where they announced the cast of Avengers Doomsday. They told us. They gave away so many surprises. Well, I mean, it wasn't that they spoiled it. It's just, I mean, they sort of did. But, like, they were upfront with, okay, here's who you can expect. Mm-hmm. Here's half the original X-Men from the Fox movies. Here are the Thunderbolts. Here, the Fantastic Four. The Avengers. So now, like, we've gotten so much casting news. And it was pretty comprehensive, I would say. And we have everyone from goddamn, what's his name? Simu Liu.
How did I know that's what you were gonna say?
Dano Chuerta, Paul Rudd. Like we got so many announcements. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like holy shit. I mean, James Marsden. Hopefully that guy from Jury Duty gets a small cameo.
John, hey, but that's one of those headcanons in your head that's not going to come true.
That's the only casting I want in this. Feige, you bastard, make it happen. That guy's been through enough.
If that guy's not in it, John's like, the whole movie was ass.
I'm gonna go on a 3-hour live stream about how ass the movie was. I'm just gonna go through each episode of Jury Duty. But yeah, so there have been so I feel like they've been very, very upfront. But even knowing Marvel, they're gonna show you a bunch of stuff here and then do some stuff over here that you don't look at. Diversions, right? Division. Why do we want to spoil those? You know? Like, why do we want to... Why?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ryan Reynolds recently posted on Instagram where he teased a potential Deadpool return. So he posted up a picture. It was very similar to what we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine, where it's like the Avengers flag and then there's like a graffitied A over it. Mm. He posted another one of those and didn't caption it with anything. So people are speculating that means he'll show up in Avengers Doomsday. I don't think there's been an official announcement from Marvel stating that he's going to be there. Mm-hmm. I just think that's a little tease. So I think we can probably assume he'll be there. Mm-hmm. We don't know how. There's another rumor that I think is less likely.
Brock Lesnar returns in Avengers
Brock Lesnar returns to Avengers Doomsday. He's the new Silver Surfer. God help us all.
How'd he fit on the board?
There's a rumor that Tobey Maguire, again, it's the same formula as Multiverse of Madness. People are posting Tobey Maguire is going to show up at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday.
I don't want that.
I don't need it. I feel like we've wrapped up the multiversal Spider-Man story.
It was so cool.
It was beautiful.
When they did it. It wasn't, well, it was spoiled, but it wasn't like super spoiled.
Right.
Let that be its thing, and like if you bring them back again over and over, it's just going to cheapen that moment.
I don't need to continue to see that.
Yeah.
But anyway, and they're so like I don't know. They told us everyone who I think is going to be playing major roles in this. Like
it's
yeah.
I do agree with you that they wouldn't give us as much as they did without hiding some stuff. So I think that there's still going to be like surprises and twists and turns and stuff like that. There has to be.
Right.
But at the same time, it's especially with how we've set up the MCU to this point, there will always be rumors. There will always be speculation. There will always be, well, what if, because the material kind of opens itself up to that now that anyone can come back and we can just say, oh, it's an alternate universe, right. That person. Like, that's always going to happen.
Which is fine. Speculating's fun.
Exactly. That can be fun. And yeah, but I think the key is that people maybe try to disassociate the rumor from their expectation. Like, don't hinge your whole enjoyment of the thing on if this one thing happens. You know what I mean? If this one person comes back, because you're setting yourself up for failure.
You'll never enjoy anything that way. And I feel like, I know that you, especially in like superhero movies in general, but in like Marvel movies, they kind of pride themselves on big moments, which is fine. I mean, hey, that's how wrestling kind of works the same way. WWE kind of works the same way. You may not remember the entire PLE or the entire pay-per-view, but you'll remember one specific moment from it, right? But all that to say is, as long as they make a good movie and there are those surprises, and because sometimes the surprise is how characters are used. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the original X-Men for 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the rest of the movie is going to be bad? No. I mean, maybe, but I don't think that's why. If the movie's bad, the movie's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be bad, but at least I hope. I really hope it's not. Now, here's on a little the fun side of speculation.
Mm-hmm.
It's been my dream that ever since the passing of Stan Lee, that if Marvel were ever to get the rights for Deadpool, that Deadpool would be the new Marvel cameo and everything. So how funny would it be if Deadpool's only there at the post-credit scene, fight's already over, and he's like, shit, where is everyone? You know?
Package for Tony Stank or whatever. I don't mind that. But they still need to do something for Stanley. Something somewhere hidden in there.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying, like, I think for the movie-to-movie cameo,
yeah,
I would love for him to be that guy, pal.
And I think Deadpool, I mean, him, again, the nature of the beast is that he could pop up anywhere at any time. I feel like we explored so much, because we got so much TVA in Deadpool and Wolverine, that, I mean, he could be anywhere at any time.
Here's what would be cool. And again, this is just me making up a little thing in my head. What could be cool is maybe, you know how he's like an anti-hero? Maybe he's more of the anti on this side. Maybe for a little bit, maybe in this first Avengers movie that he's going to be in, what if he's on Doctor Doom's side?
I mean, he was rejected from the Avengers.
To protect his own universe.
Maybe.
He would want to protect his own friend. We know he'd do anything to protect his friends, his new family, right?
And again, he was rejected from the Avengers, so maybe he wouldn't have such good feelings towards them.
Yeah. So, though I don't know how much of his shit Doctor Doom would want to put up with.
How much of a sense of humor does this Doctor Doom have? Perhaps.
I don't know.
Maybe that's going to dictate which team Deadpool's on.
But moving on from Avengers Doomsday, there's another Marvel movie that's been sort of experiencing not as much of that, but a little bit of that. We've gotten some casting announcements, some exciting casting announcements, but generally we don't know a whole lot about this movie just yet. They just started production. We got a new suit reveal in the little teaser.
This is for Spider-Man Brand New Day, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I didn't
say the name of the thing. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Spider-Man Brand New Day. We got a new suit revealed in the production announcement teaser. And like we've known that, you know, Sadie Sink is in the cast. We don't really know who she's playing. There have been rumors about, she's playing Mayday Parker. She's playing Gwen Stacy. We don't know. There's been no announcement of who she's playing. I also heard, who's the guy... Who's Steve from Stranger Things? Joe Keeley? Keen? Daphne Keen? No.
Huh.
Kearley? I feel bad. I don't know his name.
Hold
anyway,
on.
This is a rumor. This one I could see being true. That he's joined the cast as Joe Keery. Joe Keery, excuse me. That he's joining the cast as Harry Osborn.
Ooh.
Now, I do think that would be great casting. Have not heard anything from Sony or Marvel indicating that, but
that would be cool.
I would not be mad at that. But here's where my ass has been chapped. Is that Tom Holland had spoken about the movie, how they're going back to like filming on location because No Way Home, a lot of that was shot because it was like during COVID.
Yeah.
A lot of that was shot on sound stages. And, you know, so they're really excited about shooting on location. Now, this is John Watts is not directing Brand New Day. It's going to Daniel Destin Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Excellent Marvel film. And we know he likes to shoot on location. I mean, that whole bus scene, like, you know, I mean, they didn't chop a bus in half on the street, but, you know, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they're shooting on location, but now a bunch of photos and videos are being leaked of, like, a big action set piece. And granted, we don't know story-wise what's happening there, but, like, and again, this is just the me thing. This is just the John bitching hour. There's been a lot of complaints ever since the introduction of the volume, which is a cool technology to have and to utilize when it's utilized well. But there's been a lot of complaining about, like, how studios for a while were relying too heavily on that, you know, and how people miss practical sets and on-site filming and whatnot. But then you have people who leak all this shit. I don't know. I'm like, we can't have it. Like, it sucks that we have to, like, sacrifice being spoiled or being surprised in order for them to shoot on location. Because the same thing happened in Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, where they shot the, you know, the Sabretooth fight scene and, you know, all these other characters were leaked. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just bitching.
We want to have our cake and eat it too.
Right.
I get your frustrations on that. But at the same time, it's like, you're filming in the middle of a huge city.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think's going to happen? Like, they have to anticipate that.
Now, one thing that is cool, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
It's okay. The thing is that you have done that a lot over 5 years. You just have never known because you don't see me. You don't ever get to see me.
Yeah, my
it's
bad.
Okay. No, I'm fine. I'm used to it, and I will ramble if you don't cut me off. But I was just going to say, this is, like, part of the reason why I'm so, like, I try not to be in the leak loop. I don't want to see it. And sometimes, like, it was on my For You page on TikTok, like, and before I realized what it was, I was like, what the heck's going on? Because there's, like, explosions and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I scroll away. But yeah. And that's part of the reason why some certain YouTube channels, when we talk about, like, or they're talking about, like, their theories and stuff going into these new projects, which, again, speculation is fun. I like listening to that because I'm not going to hedge all my bets on the speculation.
Right.
And I will still enjoy the end product if it doesn't come true. But then they'll throw in, like, and this leaked photo. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for.
Right. And I try not to be. And I, you know, anytime I do come across it, I try to, like, adjust my settings, mute this content or mute this, you know, account or whatever.
It's hard.
Yeah. So it is hard. One thing that is kind of cool is that without going into too much detail, again, there's a very limited details from the videos we've seen anyway. We're definitely getting some practical web swinging.
Yeah.
And that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Not that I minded how they used the web swinging in the original, not original, but like the Homecoming trilogy.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see how it turns out.
Getting a new director, I think. Yeah.
They built this whole big ass rig for it. Yeah, it was really cool. And yeah, I don't know. It's like, okay, at the end of the day, which would you rather have? No set photo leaks or more practical backgrounds, stunts?
Right.
That, like, I'd rather have all the practical stuff.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, damn, guys, we just can't complain.
It is frustrating.
And next year we're eating good because it's a big Spider-Man year. It's a big Spider-Man year next year. We're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're getting the third and presumably final Spider-Verse movie.
Finally.
I know. And we're getting season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. A show which you know what? We were worried. I was worried.
I was worried.
Didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
We're in the middle of watching Eyes of Wakanda. Finally getting around to that.
Yeah. Which is only 4 episodes.
4 episodes. So go check it out, you guys.
4 episodes.
We're halfway through. We watched the second episode. And hey, guess what? That shit was sad.
Oof. Yeah, the second episode, it was good. And how do they make it so sad in 30 minutes? How do they make it so sad in 30 minutes?
Fuck, man.
But it's cool because we're kind of like seeing, at least in the second episode, like a rewriting of history and what are those called? Mythology.
Yeah.
It's cool. It kind of reminds me how in Loki, when they would just be like, oh, that like great historical mystery, that was just Loki.
Just Loki being Loki.
Yeah.
But-
DB Cooper, that was just Loki.
Anyway, wanted to throw in a little love for Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
But yeah, big Spider-Man year next year, so
Thank
very,
all.
very excited. Hopefully the announcements and leaks are at a minimum now. Hopefully.
Yes.
Part of me also thinks maybe they might be just doing it themselves to like get people to talk about that and like
Possibly.
work on this stuff over here.
They've also famously like leaked fake shit before.
It's true.
Which, please do that. Throw us off our tracks.